Very warm welcome for today's live. Today we'll be integrating the data and we'll be seeing if I have to integrate the MongoDB data, then how my schema should be. That will be a part of the backend development too, but at this point in time we'll be understanding context APIs and integrating JSON data. Yes, so this is how state looks. Let's say I'm on cycle. Then data is such. Let's say my data is already inputted for day 1 or day 2. Then how my data should look like. So I'll create a new file named as cycle data tsx. So fundamentally, if I have to see how the JSON data is really used, I have already used it inside the code. This is my JSON format data where I have given the title. So this is one single entity of this activity. I've created an array, as you can see from the square bracket, and then these are my different entities. So my icon name and title is what I'm using for this. Whatever data I've given here is being used on my landing, where I'm invoking the data, which is here, this activity data as activity, and then I'm mapping it out here. You make sure whenever you're mapping a data, you necessarily need to give the ID as well, which is the unique ID for the each component inside the array. For this, my title is unique. When you'll be adding new data, specifically the data which has no unique identity, a primary key, an ID which is unique in its own, that it is identifiable that okay, this is the element, that is what we pass inside the key, and that is majorly the ID of the component. So here, that is how I'm using my JSON data. For cycle data, let's copy the format. I'll paste it. My activity is cycle data. Now the fields, I don't need this. My landing, I'm sending a couple of things here. Input type, in out graph. So my graph needs the data. So let me see what kind of data my in out graph needs. Here are the things. And whatever is in this activity engagement, then there are two things, engagement and activity, that too different days. Okay, so I have to think and simplify and think of individual entities. This is my cycle data. I'll be mapping it. I'll be mapping it on thing, engagement and activity, and just use the index value, right? If it is day 1, day 2 till 30, and whatever month will have whichever days, that will be inputted in that particular index. So I think now it is getting more clearer. Yes. So it is type, engagement, and days. It will be array of numbers where ranging from 0 to 1 to 5. The data will be inputted for various days. Let's say I've inputted it for how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days. Now again, in my another entity, there is type, which is energy, and days, which will again have the value ranging from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have inputted for 5 days. Should it also have a key? Is the question. At this point in time, I'm not seeing the requirement. My engagement and energy will be clear demarcations of two types of data. Okay, let's see. This data is required by in-out graph for cycle. I'll import cycle data from data, and I'll make you see how it looks. So I'll say console.log cycle data port, and I'll cycle data dot, I'll put a question mark to see if the value is even fetched or not. Dot map, the parameter is data only, the first entity, and then I'll console.log the data that I'm doing data. Let's save it and we'll be able to see it here. So this is undefined, but my data is coming as undefined because the input looks like this and it is unable to get just the data. I should type data.days and data.type. So data.days. Now it will be here, right? So if I'll type here as days, it will be more clearer. And similarly for type, it will be correct. You can see energy, engagement, and then the days. Okay, that is how we want the data. Sorry, yeah, perfect. I think so. Now, if I already have a data that is registered in the backend for a particular day, I want that data to be visible on my application and not 0 or the default value, right? So in my use state, I'll say use effect में snippet we'll use. My my dependent variable will be cycle data as I'm invoking it. Click. And I'll say अगर आप ये मैप कर रहे हैं तो first I'll check for the type. If मेरा data dot type is equal to engagement, ठीक है, then set with engagement as another map will happen because my data dot days is an array here and I want the index value. So I'll say set, I'll first map. I'll map data dot days dot map a tick. Now I'm doing it for just 7 days. Eventually it will become 4 more days, right? But because I have limited for 6, it will be fine for this data set. Set as day. But I want just the 0 index, and how to see that? Can I say day at 0? No. Or because I just want that only, so I don't need to even map, I'll say set day as 0. 0 index value should be the value, otherwise nothing. So engagement के लिए I'm doing this. Because I have set it for energy, you can see it is already coming 1. My default state is becoming that. If I remove this dependent variable, does it still does it? Yeah. But when I'll change it, so it is not updating. So I need to say now it is. And if and की जगह can say if it is engage active, if it is energy, then T2 is 4. this is 1 and this should be 1 only, right? And 1. Let's check for day 2. Yeah, correct. 2 is the value. Yeah, perfect. Similarly, day 3, 2. I can also set a simpler way that if I and then, oh, that is fine, same thing. A1, oh sorry, 2, then A4, 3, 4, 5, and out. So all the data is coming. I've inputted 4. So you can see engagement के लिए 1, 2, 4, 5. The 6 can't be the value. 2, right? For 5 days, this is the set. I'll do that for energy. Say, so this value is different, this is different, perfect. Now, the state will not be updated because it is a static data. Even if I do this, come back to it. Day 4 is 3 only. Oh, it's still remaining. Okay, but is my data updating? 175 because I'm updating from here. Okay, that is fine. When I refresh, the data will remain the same. This is for my cycle data. Similarly, for every state we'll be able to do. Okay. Now the question emerges that I'll need to have 31 variable names like this. Like this will be such a big data set. Can I find a way to change it? Because if I change here to week 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that incorrect? Because the engagement data shouldn't be dependent on the days. I should have another data set which talks about days and weeks and months independently, and then my data for cycle and everything should go in it. Vice versa can also happen. It is happening only. But then there will be another month. How will I pinch that? Okay, I think some sort of improvement and brainstorming is required. We'll do that. Okay. Context will also come later in terms of when the actual data from the backend will be coming. So though my description speaks about API, I think today I'll be skipping it. Yeah, sorry. I'll be more focusing on the UI. Yes. So this is my habit and this is my report section. I really want to simplify this, no matter how many screens I can create, but the UI should be simplified because there is so much of data on one single page. Can I do that? Let's come to landing. Can I create a scroll view instead? This is 53. You're welcome. Then there should be a scroll view. And I should say first hi to the scroll view. Okay, it's not saying hi. Let's type then containers as flex row 1 and background color as pink. Reload. Still not saying hi to me. Let's remove the scroll. And now it is. Okay. So why it is not happening when I'm saying scroll view? Scroll view here. React Native, yes. put the entire section. Yeah, this is okay. It is saying I want the horizontal scroll to. I want it horizontal. I do not want the indicator. So I'll make it false. Save it. So for that, I think I need to define style and say width is equal to screen width. Height is there. So width can also be okay. Flex direction row. Yep. Oh, the app isn't responding. Nice. Is there any problem, sir? Yes, there is. I need to stop my Xcode and rerun. Height error is coming up. Let's see. Again, screen width not working. Control. Again crashed. Scroll is a problem. Let me split with the activity component and see if there's some height. Landing style activity box. Height. Nope. Okay, let's just remove it altogether. Then how to remove it? Let's create another screen altogether which just talks about the icons only, right? That will be landing, and then all of this will switch to another engagement section. That will be a stack screen, right? So I'll call it cycle screen, right? Yeah. File cycle.tsx react save it. Now let's identify what all needs to go. This part. The click of it, this should happen. I should get props में selected activity and import now graph one document. I think ये होना चाहिए. आ ही रहा है तो data input type whether engagement or activity and selected activity. And input type. Okay. Let's save it. Landing में when I remove that means when I'm clicking on cycle, my navigation should happen. I need to put this into the cycle. ठीक. When I'll click on यहाँ पे on press नहीं है. Activity component. Even this week entire thing will also go here. Now we want a couple of things. Import table input, table opacity, text. Set input type, and this will be here for return to state. Landing style, app icon, most of it is done. Document, save it. To save it. Now cycle 1. Engage box 2 will go. Tick. Will go. Whatever, remove them. Okay. Get that out. Heading banner. Yeah. Tick. On the click of the activity component, यह सेट तो आप करेंगे ही और आप नेविगेट भी करेंगे. Navigation dot navigate to a screen named cycle, which is a stacked screen. I also need to pass navigation here. And that is similarly to like this. Habit. Now it should be 17 navigation again, right? So I should also be passing navigation where everything goes. There is no screen named as cycle. I've done something weird. Now it is saying key. My navigation isn't handling any file name cycle. So, like the way there is a screen named activity, then there is charts, report. So, this charts. Yeah. It's also cycle, component is cycle. Okay. Normal style doesn't exist. Landing, common style, Objects are not valid as Reacts have found keys. Future. So I'm passing data which has an array. Because I'm able to understand that. So when I'm clicking on it, because it is a component, all of them are going to cycle. So need to console log title to return. Yeah. So this is correct, but यहाँ पे क्या दिक्कत है? This also needs some props. This cycle selected. Okay, no, this is the problem. Yeah, nice. So energy gauge. Oh, nice. And week one. ठीक है, we देख लेते हैं. So we have successfully designed our landing. for this. Now, I don't want it as a scroll view. One. Should be a static thing. There will be nothing of that sort. There's no view at all. Thick height is this. Justify content should be center. Yeah. But somehow this doesn't feel centered. Okay. Because my header text. Let's say something else. Maybe. Yep. Okay. I don't want this. Welcome to. Me being me, typing was there. I'll bring the UI components. Yeah. Now still it is not centered. Landing style activity container. Activity box. No need of this. Is it so down? Activity box. Think screen height isn't fine. I want a circle. There I want these elements to be placed. Then that is very interesting. One more padding. Horizontal 5%. That is fine only. Those screens won't exist, and this exists, and this is here. Nice. Now, landing is done. Let's come to my cycle. Take it. Okay. I need a view. Yeah. Lot has changed. Uh, Not change anything. Background color, ink, margin top. Nothing. Some things are going up and beyond 3%. Week 1 is coming. Where is this going? Come, think. Why is selected activity? I can pass props. To figure out the context patterns. Then my cycle will have route params. This will have route to it. Didn't work. Okay. Google how to pass props in navigation. So I can do this. Need to also update the stack screen, that is cycle. The first is that index.tsx where there is cycle component, then initial params should be activity. So document now how to fetch this. Think do this. पहले आपको जाना है साइकिल में, देन आप एक्टिविटी कहते हो, एक्टिविटी हो research again and come back. I'm lost a little, so I'll just pass cycle. Okay, we are clear key. Okay, at least the value hasn't been received. That is why it is not showing. Okay, done. This isn't required. Common styles, headed text. Make the color white. Yeah. That was the label. Then week 1, then I need to have these engage box. Landing style, engage box. 50% it says. Okay. We want, and what is happening is layout. Layout जाएंगे, we'll be taking this. This will be screen width. Nothing is happening. You can't be engaged box. You need to have the width as screen width. I'm like so lost. How was it? Okay, so fine. There. Let's there should be a scroll view. React Native. Yeah. Okay, this is cycle and hmm, interesting. I think this should be same as that. Why? And this should be 100. Why not inside this? I wrote that. Where is 50%? Beautiful. And scroll where I do not want to see the indicator falls just like this. Align enter right center. And flex grow. Where is this background color coming from? Set hash and this color hash. Yep. Nice. Energy, engagement. Beautiful. Nice. Now it is clear. I should have a back button which takes me back to the second screen. But at this point in time, I need to identify navigation and routes. So that is what we'll do next. Thank you for being here. I'll quickly open the terminal. Do git add git commit -m separate landing and activity the area git push -a origin main. And I'll quickly take the screenshot of the updated landing. Yep. Thank you. Oh.